Hello everybody, my name is Justin and I'm going to explain an inventory system as requested in a YouTube comment. So basically, in my interpretation, I imagine it being like a heads-up display, pressing a button opens a window, you have your item list, you press a button, it uses the item, and the items disappear in the inventory when you use it. So that's basically what I made here, and I'm going to show you how it works. So basically, I have an inventory, and I can't see it yet because I didn't push the button, and I have my health stat. So I'm going to damage myself a few times. So now I'm down to 4 health. So let's do it down to 1 health. So I'm literally going to die in one more hit. So I should go to my inventory and get use some potions. So I don't have any potions. Crap. So I'm going to give myself some potions because I'm a little cheater. I didn't actually make a full game. So I gave myself a bunch of potions now. So I'm going to go to my inventory. I need a potion. So I'm going to use all my potions to give myself health. So now that I gave myself health, I should be able to see the effect that it went to my health. Now, if I try to use more than the potions that I have 0 potions right now. So if I push the 1 key that's supposed to be for potion, it shouldn't give me any more health. I had 8 potions. It should have brought me to 9 health. Let's see where it brought me. It brought me to 9 health. So it didn't overspend the potion quantity. I'd use the exact amount. I can do that with any potion, but I didn't create the stat effects yet, but I can use them all up and they disappear in the inventory like they're supposed to. So that's basically the code. The program. So now I'm going to show you the code and explain it. Okay, so this is the code part of my video. Basically, I'll explain it as simply as possible, step by step, so you can understand how I created it, and I'll also post it down in the description so you can look at it yourself. So basically, let me start off by saying you need to create your variables for all your items. Set them as a quantity, not a true or false as a quantity. So if you have 0, obviously you don't have any. That should be a false. And if you have more than 0, then it should be true, because you have an item. So that's basically the logic I'm going by. As long as you have more than 0, you have the item. So if you look at everything else here, that's all the items that I have in the game right now. I had an HP stat, so I can show you the damage and my max HP. And so we have the main section of the code. So it falls down after creating all the variables down into the main section of the code. From there, you can see that it doesn't show anything other than the stats and the inventory, and when I push any button other than I, it will increase my items, the item that I selected, by 1. That's all it does. So in your game, you would actually receive the item after defeating an enemy or finding it in the game. You would receive the item naturally, but that's not what I have here because I didn't create a game, so I have a manual way of accessing all the variables. I also have a button to subtract my health, and the I button will send me to the inventory screen. So the inventory screen is down here. Also, if you do any of these, it sends you right back to the main, so it's a loop. If you go to the inventory, it sends you here. And from here, if you press I again, you'll get sent back to the main menu again. But if you don't, you will see a list of your items. Now, if you have... This is going to be a little confusing for some people because they don't actually understand how that works, but let me just quickly sum up how I made the list that disappears the right way. If your potion, right here, if your variable equals, is greater than 0, then it will echo the name of the item and, right here, potion quantity. This is the quantity, the variable that I was referencing up here. So as long as your quantity is greater than 0, it will echo this line and then show the quantity. And that's for every single item in the game. And it will also, what I like to do is show the button to access that potion or that item. So 1 through 4 is the button that I use to use any of the items in there. Of course, you can have more items. I just have 4 for an example. So right now, if I press the 1 key, it will use the potion. It will subtract the potion amount by 1. Right over here, it will do that. But before then, it will actually set these variables so that you only have to perform the math of the effects once. So I set the item name to pot because that is the variable name, and I set the quantity to the actual variable that I have here. And then I set stat because I want it to affect the HP stat, and I want the effect amount to be 1. I want to affect the HP stat by 1. So, after I press the key number 1, it will do all that, and then it'll move down to this code right over here that actually performs the math. So first it checks, do I have at least 1 of this item? Yes, I do. I will have 1. If I have more than 0 of the potion, because that's the button I push, then it will subtract the item by 1, and it will perform the effect. So it says stat, which I set to HP, plus equals the effect, which is 1. So when I press 1, it will set all these variables. It will check to see if I at least have more than 0. It will subtract 1, and then it will perform the effect. And then it will go back to the inventory screen, which is right back up here. And that's all this does. And as you use the potions, it will check to see if you run out, and then it will disappear from the list, as well as not letting you use more. And if you press I, you'll get sent back to this screen over here. And that's basically it. That's all you need for your inventory. That's all you need. So if you have any other questions, leave a comment or direct message me, if you can even do that. I will respond with another video describing it more, or I can just write a comment. So basically that's it. That's all you need. I'll just show the code I'll just show the program one more time. Let me just start over again. I'll just decrease my health a little bit. I'll give myself some potions, as well as a few other ones. So I have elixir and a potion. I press 1, heals me once, heals me twice, heals me 3 times. Now the potion disappeared from my list. I only have an elixir now. And if I leave and come back, it's still in my list. That's all. That's all you need. So thank you for watching. Like the video if it helped. And again, ask me questions. I will answer, and I will make another video if I have to. Thank you very much.